Oh man, so this is an emergency video because Bitcoin is down almost 6% in the last 24 hours and it's taking all the altcoins down with them. What's causing this volatility? How much longer is it going to last? Is this just the first layer of a multi-layer dip? Let's take a look at the charts and find out what is going on, because we were on an absolute tear, really, heading up to all-time highs. We got some worries as we started to correct back down once we got close to 67,000. We got a good bounce in our support/resistance area, which you can see here. We look like we were about to head higher, and we got rejected powerfully by the 63,000 level. Okay, and you can see as we got rejected out of there, we fell out of this wedge. Okay, so now the pattern's been broken, but more importantly, I want to bring your attention to another chart which I've shared with you a couple of days ago, which will let you know what is going on, because this is what I identified on the 4-hourly charts forming a couple of days ago. So I brought this to your guys' attention. Again, if you're not in my Discord, click the pinned comment down below. You'll get advanced notices to that. And also follow me on Twitter, because I tweet these patterns out as well. So you can see we created a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, okay? And we were waiting for a bounce off the neckline. If we didn't get a bounce on the neckline, we knew our bullish run was going to be over for this short time at least. And you can see we've broken the neckline to the downside. Now, we have to be cautious of our downside risk. What is our downside risk right now? It's sitting here at 53,500-ish based on our head and shoulders pattern. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to go there, but we need to be prepared for it. And a lot of people laugh at me for being so cautious or so pessimistic, but that's what I'm here to do for you guys. I'm cautious first, and I want to invest in a sustainable way, right? I know that's not always attractive for people who want 100x returns, but I'm always going to show you the downside risk, and I'm always going to show you the upside potential, and that's why I'll always be cautious going into these. So where do we stand from here? Well, this does not become invalidated until we reverse now. We need to get back above the neckline and create a higher high above the right shoulder. Until and if we head above 63,636 on this level here. So if I bring out my brush tool, so you can see we've created our right shoulder. Very important, okay? If we can rotate and create a new higher high, we've invalidated our head and shoulders pattern, and we can carry on an uptrend to the upside. If and until we see then, please be careful with your positions. I personally won't be opening up any new long positions, and we could be heading here to the downside to our technical target on the downside. Now, look how beautiful that lines in with the Fibonacci ratio on 53, because that's where the swing began here, right? When we went on an absolute tear, you could take that swing low from here to there. So that's your 53,000 level mark on the short-term Fibonacci there. If we zoom out on a weekly, let's see what we can find here. And you can see that where we're bouncing here on this wick is sitting alongside our 0.786 Fibonacci level on the weekly chart, okay? So on our longer swing low to swing high, we can see that's where we're getting the resistance. Let's just bring that across for you guys. And you can see that's your 0.76 line there, sitting at 57,000, which is where we're trying to wick down towards now in the golden pocket. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, and you want to stick with me to the end, because I'm going to show you something really interesting here. You can see that the Bitcoin dominance has started to increase. Now, why would it increase, you'll say? Well, that's because when Bitcoin falls and you get volatility in the market, believe it or not, altcoins fall even quicker, right? We know this as a phenomenon. So therefore, even though Bitcoin's falling, even though altcoins are falling, Bitcoin's stronger than altcoins. And that's why please be careful when you're in altcoins. You're going to get absolutely wiped out if you're not careful in altcoins. And this is going to explain it to you. This is your total crypto market cap. This is called total 2, and it excludes Bitcoin, okay? So you can see the money has just dumped out of altcoins right now, okay? We were forming this nice cup and handle pattern on total 2, and you guys know I'm very cautious creating patterns on Bitcoin dominance and total 2 graphs, as I don't think they hold as well as a particular security, but we can see here we absolutely invalidated that cup and handle pattern. We got sent down to our 200-day EMA, and we need to see where we're heading to. Now, one more thing to show you on the Bitcoin chart to see if we have a chance of recovering is if we can get a reversal before we head out of this resistance box at 56, 57 mark. If we can close the candles green and start heading back up, we can get that would be a good bounce for us. If we start to invalidate these levels here, And please remember, for those of you who weren't watching, let me show you where that green shaded rectangle comes from. That dates back all the way to here, which is our key support and resistance levels, okay? If we fall below this green level, it's going to be very hard to get back up again. Because not very hard, but it's difficult because we could hit it there once, we hit it there, hit it here. You saw how difficult it was. Many times we've been fighting in that resistance. Having said that, if we do fall below, I think we'll break through a bit easier than we did in the past, because once a resistance is broken, it's easier to break it again going forward, but it's not great to be falling down here. We want to build some support in this green area and head back up if we want to maintain this bull run. Now, very, very long term, is this bothering? No, because as you can see, if I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see we've only just penetrated the first top EMA line on the ribbon, right? So this is on a daily chart. We're not flip bearish whatsoever. On the 4-hourly chart, yes, you can have a little bit of concern because we flip bearish, right? And obviously on the hourly chart as well. But as long as we don't invalidate this on the daily time frame, we're perfectly fine here on our run. It's a good calling off. You guys know I say this on many coins when we look at it. When you go on this kind of a run, coming down and touching your EMA is perfectly fine, and it's actually healthy. Okay, so there you have it, guys. There's an update on Bitcoin and why we've dumped down. Please be careful. We still have a lot of volatility and risk to the downside, and these kind of dumps where it's super volatile can lead to a lot of long positions being liquidated, and that creates a domino effect for it to fall down. So you can move to the downside very quickly because people are so greedy. The fear and greed index was so high. We spoke yesterday on our live stream about the amount of leverage in the system going up, and that can lead to more leverage, more liquidations, and therefore your downside risk is super sharp and fast, right? But as long as we keep buying those dips, and hopefully we can invalidate this head and shoulders, but I had to make you aware of the risk to the downside to 53,500 on the technical target. As always, guys, if you like my perspective and blend between fundamental and technical analysis, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. I'll leave the link below down to our free public Discord channel. Head over there, check it out, watch like-minded people, ask questions, bring your favorite coins and crypto, and I'm in there answering questions too. Thanks for watching as always, guys. We'll see you in the next one.